What's up, boat lovers? We're back here at Merritt's again. This time, we're contracted to change the CM8s on this thing. This is a 100 amp shore power cable. It has two of them, one on the port side and one on the starboard side. We're going to be replacing the cables, and we're going to be replacing the actual units. So this is a brand new unit that comes from the factory, and when you order it as a kit, it comes with the relay, the out limit switch, and the in limit switch is also in the hose pipe. It's a lot different than the ones that we've shown you before, but the customer is completely revamping this whole boat, new motors, everything new on this thing, new paint job, everything. So there's a lot of new equipment going in here. So he wants everything new. So we're going to be replacing the port side and the starboard side with everything new. So watch us do this.
So, and have you ever seen a Merritt Yacht without any engines in it?
Yeah, there's actually two of them. We got a one next door, which they just dropped the engines in there. And we might show you that boat. We might go on that boat to show you that one. So, stay tuned. There might be a sneak peek on that one.
Yeah, look, there's, that's supposed to be like the main cabin, right?
It's the salon area.
Yeah, salon with the kitchen.
The floor is out,
Yeah.
engines are out, and they're completely putting everything new in this thing. So
How big is this boat?
um,
It's a Merritt, but how big?
I have to get that information. I really don't have the information. in front
It's
of me.
bigger than the other ones we've been on for
That's
sure.
correct, yeah. But I guess it's cost effective for the owner to update it, you know, instead of buying something brand new. So there's a lot of money going into this boat. All right, I'm having Julian take this unit out, and you could actually see there's no power on these cables. So this relay box stays on the main unit here. So we'll just take off the in and out limit switches and the power. Now, in order to get this cable off of here, you have to remove this, and then you remove these two bolts. And as you can see, that pulley or this wheel comes out, and now we're able to remove this without taking the whole shore port out of this boat. Eventually it's going to be replaced, but all we're going to do is take this thing out. So Julian has this new fidget
toy.
Yeah, his fidget toy. So right now, since he got that taken off, he's going to take these three pulleys off so that we don't have to take the tensioner pulleys apart. So he's going to loosen up the nuts or the bolts on here, loosen this, slide these things out, and then the cable will be loose. Once that's out of the way, then we're able to get to the top mount on that side further forward. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see, but you got some mounting brackets here and here, and then the whole unit comes out. Once that's done, we do the same thing with the other one, the new one, and we just install it. The only thing different on this boat that we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting boomerangs on this. So the boomerang is going to make the cables more cable efficient. It's going to make the unit work a little bit better.
Remember the network Boomerang?
Yeah, I remember that. That's an old show.
It's like Cartoon Network.
Yeah. All right, so since my son talks so soft, we replaced the port side CM8 with the new one. Okay, and it's so soft. Yes, we're gonna remove this, we replace this, and we do this. And then I'm the one that's supposed to be shy behind the camera. Okay, so now we're gonna pull the shore power cable out, which is a 2-3, and the reason why it's a 2-3 is because it's using an isolating transformer. So this is the circuit breaker where it comes into. We're going to loosen this up, take the cables out, run it out of this chase over here, and pull it out to the rear deck so that we could get the proper measurement. We're going to have the factory or Merritt's order the cable. It doesn't matter if we order it or he orders it. It's just easier for him to do it. So we're going to do that. We're going to end up replacing that incoming tube right there because there is no roller guides in there, and with this cable there, it just recesses and it sits on the bottom of it, and it just causes excessive drag. So we're going to put more rollers on there with a new guide system so that this cable could roll the way that it needs to and into the bucket when we're done here. So next time I ask you to do a video, speak up. All right, so we got the cable out of the breaker assembly. So now Julian's going to be pulling this sleeve out. This sleeve here, if you notice, doesn't have any roller guides on there except for the corner. So we're going to make a new roller guide assembly so that this cable doesn't run on the bottom. And you could see where it's been rubbing on the bottom over there in that corner. So when this system is installed correctly, it should glide. It shouldn't have any resistance going in or out. So I'm gonna let Julian fight pulling this thing out. And yeah, if he was doing it right, yeah. Oh, see, he's using his head today. Look at that. You don't have to go to the gym today. Look at that. You worked your upper body. Okay, so now we got this side prepped. We're going to go ahead and pull out the shore power cable. And we're going to start working on that side. He's walking the tightrope. He's practicing for the circus. All right, go ahead and pull that cord. All right, he's pulling the cord. I'm gonna make sure nothing gets tangled up in here. And we'll have this thing ready to go. Now, it would be wise for us to probably tie a rope to that, but since it's a short run, and I know how to get the cables to that point, I don't need that. So, but it would have probably been a good thing to probably tie a rope in case that you're having a situation trying to get the cable from the backs to this point here. But I always have my cheat codes. As you can see. All right, guys, as you can see, we've already taken care of the port side. Now we're gonna go ahead and tackle the starboard side. We're gonna be replacing the whole unit along with the shore power cables. And inside this box over here, we have everything new. Now these are the boomerangs that we like using for 100 amp service. Okay, it's a better management for the cables, a nice good roller guide assembly. We call this the boomerang. So not only are we updating these two units over here, this track over here creates a lot of drag on the straightaways. So what we're gonna end up doing is putting a nice little erector set together with these plates and these roller guides. So now there'll be multiple rollers going to the unit instead of a roller on every bend point. So we're gonna knock this one out, take out the shore power cable, and then we're gonna go ahead and start building our nice erector set. So I'll show you how we do this one. All right, guys, got the unit done. It took us 365 days and a few hours to do this, but we got it done. All right, so we got this unit here. This one's a little bit tight here because we have a little bit more meat right here. When we're trying to put the screw in here on that side, it's hitting the floorboard over here on the top. So what we had to do is loosen this bracket, drop it down slightly so that we could get the clearance here. So I got the top one started, the back one started, and now Julian's having the problems finding the hole. Can you find the hole? All right, now I am doing my erector set. So this is pretty cool. You build it to the way that you want, and you could always make minor changes to it. This is our angles. This is our flat pieces. So now we need to make the cable go from here to that point over there. So we could extend it by putting the flat pieces and making it longer, or doing a turn. So if I take this piece here and I put it here, I could actually mock it up, and you could actually see that this is going to be our cable guide. So now this is perfect for where it needs to go. We put a bracket here, connect it to this, put another extension over here, put another roller guide here and straight, and it is the most easiest and non-friction way for the cables to go in and out. I love this system. Whoever designed it, well, I don't know. Glendinning, did you design it? Well, someone did. The best thing, I hate these tubes. These tubes here suck. All right, the corners here are good because this was designed by Glendinning also. There's roller guides in here, but when it goes around the corner, but no one takes into consideration on a 100 amp cable sagging right here. And if you look inside, you can actually see that there's shiny spots there where the cable sits and drags. So if you're able to give the cable a clean guide to go in and out on rollers, why not? It's only a few dollars more. So on a boat this size, it really doesn't matter. So we're doing it the right way, and we're gonna make sure that all of these brackets, the roller guides, assemblies, and all that, you know, you could build it. Anybody could build this. So the best thing for us to do right now. So I'll go ahead and get this thing finished up, and I'll show you how it's installed. All right, guys, so this is my erector set. This is going to stay exactly the way that it is over here in the front because I have the proper clearance between the main unit and the actual CM8. And as you can see, it's a nice little gradual sweep. It's a bunch of these rollers. So when you have a cable that's going in there, it's going to roll nice. Now you do see a little pocket in here, which what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these and we're going to mount it right in here with a crossbar. But I have to modify this pipe here because we're not sitting on the pipe 100%. So all I have to do is trim this back and clean that back, and then I'll be able to get that in. But once that's in, this is going to be secure like this. And then all I have to do is just make some sort of L bracket, stainless steel L bracket on the top over here to hold this plate. And it's a win-win. This is a beautiful installation compared to what we have here. I guarantee you, everybody's going to say, wow, that's so much better than this. It's cleaner, doesn't look bulky. So, you know, hit us up. You know, we'll figure it out for you, you know. So we have all the equipment now that if you send us a template, we could actually make it for you and ship it back to you. So I think that was pretty cool if I could do that, huh? They send me like a little template, like a little piece of hanger or whatever it is, and they take care of it. I think that we could do that, you know. Set it up like that, guys, and we'll get something to you. So we're gonna get this done. You're gonna see it when it's completely done. Then we have to go and work on the other side. So I'll keep you posted on this one. All right, guys, this is part one of our CM7 update on this Merritt. We did the port side, we did the starboard side, but we have to wait. They're going to be installing the motors, so they're actually kicking us out. So we're not allowed inside the engine room until the motors are placed, but you'll see in part two how we do the tracks, and it's a doozy because the way that I do it is a miracle. Like everybody say, what I touch turns into miracles, and everybody likes what I do. So stay tuned. But like I said, guys, if you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. Like I say, we try to update everybody as fast as we can with all our videos, but sometimes we can't be on a weekly basis. We try to do our best to be on a weekly basis, but there's so much work out there, and all we could do is just say thank you for the support. Guys, if you have any questions, like I say, just leave the link below in the comments below, and like always, like and subscribe.